So I've been saying for quite a while that there's amazing theatre here in London and actually all over the country. Free theatre, if you happen to have time during the day, and it's in the form of the courts. And if you go to these theatres, otherwise known as courts, you'll see actors, some of the finest actors. They even say that they're acting. You've got people acting like barristers, acting as barristers, acting judges, acting police officers, acting magistrates. They're all acting. And the shows are well worth watching from a psychological point of view, spiritual point of view. Anyway, so I then discovered just last night that if you happen to be working during the day and you can't get out to see a local show at your magistrate's court or the High Court, you can go in the evenings. What you can do is you can go to a council meeting. And that's another form of free entertainment. And so I went to my first council meeting yesterday, and it was in Camden Council. And there was a lot going on. It was quite interesting. It was about busking, and they want to. They voted in the end to bring in a regime of licensing for busking, and it was a farce and a show and very revealing. And what you had was it was a majority of Labour councillors, Labour, right, who were meant to be for the people, but of course they're not. It's just a label, and you had this charade, this show where you had people against and for the motion being bringing this regime. And I happen to know one of the people that was complaining about all these buskers, and the lies and deceit were coming out of this guy's mouth. It was difficult not to laugh or cry, to be honest. They started off their consultation saying buskers bring crime and drugs into the area, right? They'll start, now they've got rid of the illegal immigrants. Now they can blame the buskers for all the problems. And then he started saying that there are big amplifiers and big bands, and which is just absolute complete nonsense. There was no real evidence. There were, a few people who had complained out of 250,000 residents. I think like 56 complaints in a whole year. Complaints like there's a man with a guitar, there's a woman with a violin, and what happened? So they just sort of told these lies, these residents, of course, just a few vociferous residents, and then they had the people who were fighting this. They had a couple of the buskers, a guy called Johnny Walker, who's a well-known busker, and they had a resident actually who was an artist, an accomplished artist who was in support of the buskers, and then it came the vote, and basically the vote was all the Labour councillors voted for this regime, and the social liberal Democrats and Conservative voted against. And it was a very, it was a very lively thing. They were sort of making fun of each other, and there was an elderly woman, a liberal Democrat, who was just saying, "This is crazy, this is nutty," and they were, shouting at each other and doing what they do. And it was like a mini Houses of Parliament. And as I said, it was a complete joke because any representations that were made there were completely ignored. Nobody changed their mind as a result of any of the representations. They all voted with the party line. And it just seems just another example of the complete shambles and charade of so-called democracy. What a load of absolute nonsense. These people were obviously in it for their careers, and it just kind of, from the bigger picture point of view, just gave me, I suppose, a little bit more impetus to work on creating new types of artistic and creative initiatives that just shed light on this absurd deceit that we are all being subjected to. Anyway, I shall keep you posted on that. There's stuff on the website, I think Keep the Streets Live or something, and it's going to be starting in February, and it's just more and more as you sit and watch, maybe other people sit and watch their TVs at home and carry on with their daily lives. the system is just gripping us more and more, and our freedoms are being taken away, and very few people seem to care about it or know what to do about it. Anyway, I'm sorry to bring you such a depressing message. I'm sure in the bigger picture of things, it's a good thing. I actually thought that we need to confuse these people. We need to, just mock them and laugh at them, because the whole idea that someone, that it can be illegal to play a guitar on the streets, I mean, and that can become a crime. I mean, this is just, it's just, I don't know what to say. Anyway, have a great day. Bye.